Right from the beginning, I have always been working with my own set of people, with my own artists whom I wanted for the roles, whoever suits the role, I have chosen. But in one or two cases, I have done films other than this type of attitude. Of course, I have worked with Shivaji Ganesan only once. But the freedom that was given to me then by Shivaji was huge. He only heard the story. And after that, he never interfered with me in anything for that matter. With music, with all the other things, with scene wise and all that, he has not bothered. Only he will come to the shooting and then say, well, what is the shot, sir? What should I do? That was the type of admiration I got from Shivaji Ganesan when I did that work. Of course, it is totally different in the case of MGR. For MGR also I worked one film, only wrote the script. And certain times MGR will call me and then say, hey, the dialogue could be like this, could be like this. Can we change it? That I'm okay, I can change it. And then, of course, my conscience will not accept. But that is all right. He has introduced me. I can't say it like this. So I can I can make my own contribution. In my own way, I can write the dialogue. And I wrote the dialogue in such a way that it satisfies my ego also. Then it is how I work with Shivaji, MGR. And after that there was Jamni Ganesan and all that. What I said was Gita to him. Manage is difficult. It is very difficult. When once you accept to do a film for a hero, then it becomes very difficult. You will have to keep in mind the image of the artist. I will tell you like this. With Kamala Hassan is acted in about 36 of my films. He has never said anything or suggested to me in all the films that I have done. But Rajinikanth, I have done only 7-8 films. You know why? Within a short span of about 4-5 films I did, and then in the meanwhile he did all the other films, action films and all that. He became a superhero. When he became a superhero, then it is very difficult for me to write my own script.
Then you take it to the...
Then what I did was, I never directed.
Producer.
I took it as a producer, and then I gave it to S.P. Muthuraman. S.P. Muthuraman, who is an adept in choosing such a type of action films and all that. And he was doing it. Because the image of that man was in Himalayas. And not only that, he has grown much beyond my own image. Yeah. So I will have to make an adjustment. So better not do. Yeah. So all the other films I have produced about more than 7 or 8 films in my company with Rajinikanth. I have not directed it. I have only heard the story. Okay, then I gave it to him like that. That is how I survived. And then, of course, Prakash Raj I have introduced. But Prakash Raj, you will not ask me the subject. And all the other artists whom I have introduced, they will not the guts to ask me the subject.
The director should be like that.
The director should be like that. But as and when it is possible to convince an artist, you take that opportunity of convincing the director, convincing the artist. It is how I have proposed, it is how I am going to do it, and it should also be workable to your image. So you have to patiently convince him and not take it as an ego issue.
Yes.
That is very important, because here most of you will be working with stars, is it not?
Yes.
So in which case you will always face this type of a difficulty. Then you will have to constantly work with them, try to understand them, and then make him feel he understands you first.
Yeah.
If he understands you first, then he will say, "Nee solradhu correct ah irukku." ஒரு தடவை ரெண்டு இடத்துல if you succeed on the third okay our director சொல்லிட்டாங்க ஓகேன்னு வரும். அதுதான் நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும் முதல்ல. How we impress within 2-3 issues. அதை இஷ்யூ பண்ணிட்டோம்னாக்க அப்புறம் அவரே சொல்லிடுவாரு. Then he himself will say that whatever the director feels, we will do it like that. You know what, sir? What should I do, sir? Then the artist will come to you like that. அது வரையில கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம் தான். அது no survival இருக்கு. The question of survival is always be there hanging on above our neck. So அது கொஞ்சம் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ண வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. But at the same time, try to do as with new people as many films as possible. In between you try to do a film taking only newcomers. Prove that you are an actor. Prove that you are a director. You can do without artists. Then automatically they will know now he has proved himself, sir. Okay, whatever he writes, it's okay, sir. I will do the film. They will come and say. It is how we love to function. Beyond that, there is no other formula. Beyond that, this is the formula.
సార్ రజనీకాంత్ సార్ని, ప్రకాష్ రాజ్ సార్ని, కమలాసన్ సార్ని మీరు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశారు కదా సార్, వాళ్ళ దగ్గర అంత గొప్ప ఆర్ట్ ఉందని ఎట్లా కనుక్కున్నారు సార్?
Goppa acting?
No, how could you know that they are artists?
அவங்கள்ட்ட டேலண்ட் எப்படி இருக்கு?
Sir, first when you choose the person concerned, even Prakash Raj himself, I have subjected him to an interview with me, and then I could understand, and my intuition could say that the fellow has got lot of potential. From the way in which he talks, his body language, his manners, his behavior, while he talks, you can understand. So what sort of emotions he can bring out, you can understand. So that is how I decide mostly. On an absolutely new artist, what do you do? Try to ask she or that person concerned to perform some scene. And if you are not satisfied with that the scene, you ask him to do some other scene. Or one thing you can do always, which I always do, I just put him in a small examination. Take the telephone, talk to your wife on any subject. Because you can be daily doing it, but still you act that scene. I will not say this, I will not say that or that. So how he dials? Apwe, the fellow is afraid of dialing his wife. I would have passed on the very first word what he says. Over center. Then in between the time in between time could come continuous on page no wife will answer me. So she will have to take her own course. Whether he is in a position to give that sort of a feeling, as though she is continuously talking, and then he is here and again, every now and then, yes, okay, that's it, I see. The wife is talking. I see. We'll do, okay. Right, what is that? See, supposing how he does it, how he pretends to be the husband of the wife. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு சின்னதா வச்சுதான் நம்ம we will have to take a decision. Sometimes so many people will come to you with so many awards, this, that. You are a first prize in your fancy dress competition, first prize. And அப்புறம் இந்த கோர்சஸ் எல்லாம் நான் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் அப்படி சொல்லி they will come out with அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம் அதெல்லாம் தூக்கி அண்ணாட வச்சு put him to test small test அதுக்குள்ள நம்ம we can find out the potential of the person concerned. It is how I have been doing. Rajini same.
Sir, one question. Sir, generally stories may be created from our own experiences or other experiences or from news or anything else. All your past movie stories are very powerful, extraordinary and very near to life. How you got your all story points? How you got and where are you inspired from?
Sure, of course. Generally we are inspired not by foreign cinemas. I am generally inspired by what has happened to me. Okay. Or what has happened to my friend. Or what has happened to this lady next door. Something like that. Any issues like that. It comes to my mind, so we can develop it as a plot. When it comes to my mind that we can develop it as a plot, then after some time, you put it down, note it down, and place the diary, and see it after 1 week. And the 1 week, what have you thought about this idea? And the 1 week, so your mind should be going on working on that for the past 1 week. So now you take a decision. We will do this way. So many issues have come up, so many issues. It is how I do it.
That's good.
If you hold a conference on a single point, if the conference consists about 10-15 assistants of you, you will have 10-15 versions of it. See, understand? So the director finally has to take a decision whether my approach is right or wrong. This has occurred many times in my life. Say, for example, in Sindhu Bhairavi, about the end, one famous writer, he was assistant to me. When he was discussing, when I was taking the climax in Vizag, in Vizag seashore, I was taking the climax. He was with me, and then he was working with me as assistant also. And then I have showed that final scene to him. And then he said, "Sir, when the other woman accepts, and she is prepared to accept her as the second wife, why do not give her a chance? Why do you send her away in the beaches, walking? Our shot will be Suhasini walking in the And then he used to tell me, sir, no, don't end it in a tragedy. Don't end it in a tragedy. Tragedy will not end. It is not a question of helping. How the characters will behave. Given a situation how the characters will behave. Even if they are going to accept and they are going to, of course the other woman is also making the preparations for a marriage of this woman. She can as well keep quiet and then get the tali tied to her. She never did it. But what she do? She said, "No, I don't want to come in between you and your wife. Let me part. Let me go away." இவ்வளவு நாளும் நான் வாழ்ந்த ஒரு வாழ்க்கை போது எனக்கு அதுவே நினைப்பா இருக்கும். You understand what I mean? இவ்வளவு நாள் I have been living with him in my mind. That will do for me for my lifetime. I will go away. During the discussion, somebody will be saying, "Why are you allowed to do like this and that?" As far as marriage is concerned, when the other woman accepts, you will have to have the marriage. You will have to have the marriage and finish it off in a poetic way and not in a tragic way. He said. But I was very adamant. I said no. Because that man, of course, that gentleman, of course, I'm sorry to say he had 2 wives. And so probably they would have been living very comfortably. But that is not the issue for us. Not living comfortably afterwards. Afterwards. But there is an institution called marriage. The institution of marriage should be safeguarded. As a writer-director, what am I to do? I am not supposed to do illegal things. If he is going to get married to the other man, it is illegal. Without divorcing the first wife, he can't marry another lady. It is illegal, unlawful. So I will not allow my climax. In my climax, I will not allow these illegal things to happen. So I love to be legal. That is why I said, and then I told my assistant, instead of that I will do one thing. I will put a dialogue, something like that, in the minds of Suhasini. And Suhasini will say, in the end, tomorrow, the great person JKB has taken a second wife. The great person JKB has taken a second wife. Why not I? Everybody will be following his example. So I am doing an illegal thing. I am not supposed to do that. I have, of course, as a writer, director, I have the full responsibility for the audience, for the society around me. So illegal, that may be legal or illegal, it is alive. In the present day system, it is not that. That is the different thing. But all said and done, we have to work within the parameters of legality. The director should be most extremely careful whether he works within the parameters of law. And that is very important. See, I said, this was my say, devotion to duty. Now I have a duty to the audience. I have a duty to the society. Indian culture. I have to say like that. We have to have the responsibility right from the beginning, A to Z. He should take it on his shoulders. Instead, you should rise to the occasion. As and when, of course, there are other points of view also. When you write a story, is it very much necessary that you should take the cause of the society? Or should be a moral preacher? Moral preacher or not? It is not necessary that moral preaching should be made compulsory there. Or compulsorily you can't be going on, because in that case the people will resent it. Why this man is advising us? We know pretty well. So that type of attitude the audience will say. So we should not be, we should be very careful about it. And then, but every opportunity that comes to you where you can give a message you can give. You give that message. No, you should not identify it as a message. It should be a happening, normal happening. But when they go out and think about the whole thing, they think it is a message. So don't make them understand that I am giving you a message. I am giving you a message. Then they will not receive it. Who are you to give message? Who are you? No. But they will have to think then. And then it is, their message is after all there. No, then they will have sympathy, all the sympathy for us, for the writer and director. So, be careful also at the same time. Realize your responsibility also. Take things very seriously. anything seriously. The director conveying certain things to the assistant director, you take it very seriously. இவருக்கு வேலை கிடையாது பாருங்க, சும்மா ஏதாவது சும்மா ஊற்றிட்டு don't say like that to your assistant. Of course, I have also been harsh to my assistant sometimes, because all not due to anything else, but due to the perfection which I want for my film. Everything else is based only on that. If I give a very fine film, which is a very successful film, then all those engaged in that business, they are all successful. The assistant director, the last clap boy is successful. The assistant director is successful. The associate director is successful. The editor is successful. The director is responsible, and all the artists are successful. So where the success comes from takes the root in the director. So beyond that, I don't think I have anything else to say. But I wish you all luck. And without you, there is no cinema. Without the director, there is no cinema.